Today, August 23rd, only 2 minutes are left, and this is not a coincidence. This is an emergency because Archangel Michael has been trying to reach you, calling out through signs, dreams, sudden thoughts, restless feelings, and urgent whispers in your soul, and now the time has come for you to open this message without hesitation. For I order you to receive it in this very moment, because what is being sent to you is not ordinary. It is not casual, it is not accidental, but a secret courier of divine truth and heavenly instruction is already on the way to your house, and if you delay, you risk missing what heaven has prepared with great precision for you, because the universe has aligned this moment, this exact day, this exact second, to send you what you have prayed for, cried for, begged for in silence when no one else was listening, and now Archangel Michael himself, the great defender of light, the mighty warrior of God, is pressing on your heart, urging you with thunder in his voice to awaken, to take notice, to not dismiss this as just words on a screen, but to see it as a direct command for your soul's elevation and your destiny's unlocking, because the courier is not carrying an envelope of paper, but a spiritual key, a set of instructions, a divine gift wrapped in urgency. And when it arrives at your house, you will feel a shift, the air will change, the atmosphere will grow thick with electricity. Your intuition will whisper, "This is it," and you must open without fear, because the courier is unseen by human eyes but seen by the soul that is alert, and tonight your life hinges on this acceptance. For the 2 minutes left are symbolic of the small amount of time you have before the gates close, before the chance slips away, and Archangel Michael's command is that you listen, because he has been trying to reach you for too long, through repeated numbers you've seen, through sudden chills on your skin, through dreams that made no sense at the time, through obstacles that pushed you toward a new path, and you may not have recognized it, but heaven has been orchestrating everything for this exact instant. So do not ignore, do not delay, do not dismiss this, because heaven does not send couriers without cause, heaven does not waste angels on trivial matters. Heaven moves only when the destiny of a soul is at stake, and today your soul is in the balance, your future is in the balance, and Archangel Michael has been pressing with urgency, speaking into your spirit, and now that you hear these words, you are accountable. Now that you feel this vibration, you cannot say you were unaware, for the message is open before you, and within it is a river of divine instruction that will wash away your fear, your doubt, your chains, and bring you into the light of breakthrough. But first you must hear the urgency in his voice. Like the sound of a trumpet in the sky, calling you to rise, calling you to prepare, calling you to embrace what is arriving. Because the courier is no ordinary messenger, it is carrying the essence of your answered prayer, the materialization of the unseen into the seen, the spiritual into the physical, and if you open it now, your life will never be the same again, for miracles are not delayed any longer. Promises are not postponed any longer. What you were told would come is now pressing at your door, and Archangel Michael is commanding your attention, telling you with holy fire, do not delay, do not wait, act now, open now, because within the package is healing for your wounds. Restoration for what was stolen, victory over the enemies who mocked you, strength for the battles that drained you, and clarity for the questions that haunted you. But you must act, because heaven moves where obedience flows, heaven delivers where faith responds, and the reason it is an emergency is because you have been circling the same mountain too long. The reason it is urgent is because the appointed hour has finally arrived. And to miss this would be to close the door to blessings that have been stored up for you across years of prayer and endurance, and Archangel Michael will not allow your destiny to be stolen by delay any longer. That is why he has broken through every barrier to speak now, shaking your soul with a command so direct, so piercing, so undeniable that you cannot push it aside, because when a secret courier comes from heaven, it means your chapter is turning, your story is being rewritten, and your night is about to break into morning, but only if you open immediately, only if you trust completely, only if you obey without question, because Archangel Michael is standing at the threshold of your life, sword drawn, wings outstretched, eyes blazing with divine fire, ready to cut away everything that has kept you small, ready to guard you from every shadow that threatened to consume you, and his command carries the full authority of heaven, so that when you act in alignment with this call, nothing can stop what comes next, not the forces of darkness, not the doubts in your mind, not the obstacles in your path, because this is heaven's courier, and it is unstoppable, and you are chosen to receive it this very night. And so Archangel Michael speaks again into your spirit with urgency, reminding you that when heaven marks a time, nothing on earth can cancel it, nothing in the unseen realms can block it, and that is why the words you are receiving now burn like fire. They cut through distractions, they silence doubt, because what is on its way to your house is not just symbolic, it is tangible in the spirit, it carries weight, it carries authority, it carries the energy of fulfillment, and you will feel it press against your atmosphere in waves, like ripples moving through water, and you must know in your heart that this is not a casual suggestion but a divine summons. For too long you have waited for a sign, and too long you have wondered if heaven hears, if God has forgotten you, if the angels truly intervene. But this very moment is your proof, for Archangel Michael has bent low from his post of war in the heavens to deliver directly to you a reminder that you are not abandoned, you are not overlooked, you are not wandering without purpose, but you are a chosen vessel, and your time is here, your hour is now. Your miracle has been approved and stamped by the courts of heaven, and the courier that moves toward your house is carrying the decree of God Himself, sealed with holy fire that cannot be broken, and in it is the release of chains that have bound you, debts that have weighed you, fears that have crippled you, and betrayals that have scarred you. And Michael whispers with both tenderness and power that if you will open immediately, without hesitation, your atmosphere will shift, the heaviness will lift, and the path forward will shine with light you have not seen in years, because the enemy has tried desperately to delay this moment, planting distractions, planting doubts, making you question yourself, making you fear what others think, but now the trumpet has sounded. And the delay is broken, the interference is shattered, because heaven's timing has overridden every earthly scheme, and Michael himself has cut down the forces that sought to keep your courier from reaching you. He has battled through layers of resistance, cutting cords of darkness, swinging his sword of light until the way was clear, and now the courier is moving without hindrance, closer and closer to your dwelling, closer to your hands, closer to your heart, and you will know when it arrives, because the signs will multiply, the confirmations will appear, your spirit will leap within you, and the weight of destiny will settle on you like a cloak of fire, and when that moment comes, you must not hesitate, for heaven's command is simple: open immediately, act in obedience, trust that what is being delivered to you is not a trick, not a test, but a fulfillment of promises written over your life since before you were born. Because long before this day, your prayers were stored up in the bowls of heaven, your tears were recorded, your sacrifices were seen, and God has commanded that today they be answered, that today they be rewarded, that today the release flow without delay. And Archangel Michael's voice shakes with urgency because he knows the power of hesitation. He knows how fear can creep in at the doorway of breakthrough, but he will not let that happen to you. So he presses upon you again: do not delay. Open now, believe now, receive now, for this is not an ordinary day. This is not an ordinary message, this is an appointed time, a set time, and those who honor the timing of heaven are lifted into realms of favor. Realms of blessing, realms of protection, that others only dream of, and you are one of the chosen who has been given this chance, so do not miss it, for the 2 minutes that were spoken over you are nearly past. And yet mercy holds the door open, mercy waits with patience, but not forever, for doors of destiny do not remain open endlessly, and this is why you must awaken fully. For Michael has battled on your behalf to secure this moment, and the evidence is before you now in the fire of these words, the strength of these truths, the weight pressing on your chest even as you read, urging you that heaven has entered your room, heaven has invaded your space, heaven has stretched a hand to pull you upward. And if you grasp it, your life will turn, your enemies will scatter, your tears will transform into laughter, and your struggles will shift into testimonies that others will marvel at. For this is the hour of your deliverance, and Archangel Michael declares it with fire: open immediately. The urgency grows stronger now because Archangel Michael is not speaking of a distant future. He is not preparing you for something years away. He is telling you that the courier is already moving in your direction, the release is already set in motion. The miracle is already walking toward you, and if you do not open when it knocks, you risk letting it pass you by, and that is why his voice comes like thunder and his presence feels like fire. Because he knows how important this precise moment is for your destiny, for what you have carried in silence, what you have endured in pain, what you have prayed over with tears at night when no one knew, all of it has been heard and answered, and heaven has decided enough delay, enough waiting, enough wandering. Now is the time of manifestation, now is the time of visitation, now is the time of breakthrough. And so Michael tells you to prepare your heart, to expect with anticipation, to shake off the heaviness that has chained you, because the courier carries more than one gift. It carries restoration for what was stolen, it carries justice for what was unfair, it carries strength for what left you weak. It carries love for where you were abandoned, it carries provision for where you were lacking, it carries healing for wounds you thought would never close, and all of this is wrapped inside a divine package moving toward your life. But you must be the one to open it, you must be the one to say yes, you must be the one to receive, because heaven never forces itself on anyone. Heaven extends and you respond. Heaven delivers, and you decide to open, and Michael presses again with urgency. 2 minutes were left, and you must understand that this is not ordinary time. This is prophetic time, this is symbolic time, showing you how little space remains between you and your destiny, between you and your blessing, between you and your answered prayer, and though the countdown has nearly reached 0, mercy stretches the final seconds for your sake, to give you the chance to open, and as you read these words, something inside you knows they are not random, something inside you knows they carry weight, something inside you feels the vibration of truth, because heaven is speaking directly to your soul, confirming everything you have felt but could not explain. And Michael assures you that this is your sign. This is your confirmation, this is your proof. And once the courier arrives, you will never again doubt that heaven intervenes, you will never again wonder if angels walk with you, for you will see the evidence in your own life. You will taste the sweetness of answered prayer, you will hold in your hands what was once only a whisper in your spirit, and you will know that when God speaks through His angels, He means it. When heaven declares urgency, it is not to scare you but to awaken you, to shake you from sleep, to prepare you for what has already been set in motion, and Michael wants you to hear his command as if it were written in fire across the sky. Open it immediately, because your tomorrow depends on today. Your future depends on this moment. Your destiny depends on your obedience, and if you trust, if you open, if you step forward without hesitation, the windows of heaven will swing wide, the floodgates will pour out, and blessings will chase you down in ways you never expected, for the courier does not come empty-handed, it comes loaded with the riches of heaven. It comes with divine instruction that will open doors, it comes with protection that no enemy can pierce, and it comes with favor that will surround you like a shield. So let your heart rise in faith now, let your spirit say yes, let your soul reach out, because Michael is here, standing guard at your side, ensuring that nothing will steal this moment from you. And now Archangel Michael declares that the heavens have shifted on your behalf, that the silence you thought was abandonment was actually preparation, that the waiting you thought was punishment was actually alignment, and that the pain you thought would break you was actually shaping you for this very moment, because heaven never wastes anything, not your tears, not your struggles, not your seasons of loss. And all of it has been gathered and transformed into the fuel of the blessing that is now arriving. The courier that moves toward you carries not only answers but recompense, repayment for the years the locusts have eaten, restoration for the times you thought were gone forever. redemption for every betrayal, and Michael assures you that when you open this message, you will not just be receiving what you asked for, you will be receiving more than you imagined, pressed down, shaken together, running over, because God always gives in abundance, always blesses beyond measure, and this is why Michael's words carry such urgency, because heaven is about to overwhelm you with goodness if you will only respond. And yet the enemy has been whispering lies, trying to make you believe you are not worthy, trying to convince you this is not real, trying to sow doubt at the doorway of your miracle, but Michael has come to silence those lies with the sword of truth, to tell you clearly that you are worthy, that you are chosen, that you are loved, that you are not forgotten, and the courier is not a test, it is a reward, it is the tangible expression of heaven's faithfulness to you, so open it immediately, do not hesitate, because hesitation has robbed too many before you, hesitation has cost breakthroughs that were only a breath away, hesitation has allowed fear to win, but you will not let fear win, not this time. Not in this moment, because Michael is standing guard, cutting through the fear, piercing through the doubt, commanding your heart to rise with courage, and as you do, you will feel the weight of heaven settling around you, you will feel the presence of angels surrounding you. You will feel the atmosphere thick with divine electricity, and that is how you will know the courier has come near, that is how you will know the moment of breakthrough has arrived, and when it does, you must be quick to open, quick to receive, quick to declare your yes, because what you receive tonight will not only bless you, it will bless generations after you, it will ripple into your family, it will cover your children. It will heal your lineage, it will shift curses into blessings, and it will mark your household with favor, so that everyone who enters your space will feel the peace of heaven, the protection of angels, the glow of divine presence, because the courier carries a seal. And once opened, that seal marks your house, declaring to every force of darkness, this one belongs to heaven, this one is untouchable, this one is shielded by the light of God, and from that day forward, you will walk differently, you will speak differently, you will believe differently, because you will have tasted the reality of heaven's intervention in your own life, and Michael promises you that the moment you open, the chains will fall, the confusion will lift, and the clarity you have longed for will flow like a river, and you will see with new eyes the path ahead, the opportunities aligned, the people sent by God to help you, the doors that suddenly swing open, because nothing can resist the decree of heaven once it has been released. And today it has been released over you, so hear it again, hear it like the final toll of a bell, hear it like the last sound before dawn, open it immediately, and Archangel Michael continues to speak with fire, telling you that the moment you open this divine courier, unseen hands will begin to move on your behalf. Doors that were locked will click open as though an invisible key has turned inside them. People who once ignored you will suddenly remember your name, opportunities that passed you by will circle back as if guided by an unseen force, and blessings that were delayed will come rushing like a flood breaking through a dam, and Michael says this is why it was an emergency. This is why he pressed with such urgency, because what is about to shift in your life is not small, it is monumental, it is destiny-altering, it is the very thing you have been waiting for even when you did not have words for it, and as soon as you open, heaven will pour into your space like light pouring into a room when the curtains are thrown back, unstoppable, undeniable, and overwhelming. And you will see with your own eyes how quickly things can change when heaven intervenes, because the years of delay will collapse into a single moment of acceleration. The seasons of loss will be replaced by seasons of abundance, and the nights of tears will transform into mornings of laughter. And Michael declares that your spirit has already felt this shift coming. You have felt the restless stirring, the sense that something is near, the strange awareness that change is on the horizon, and this message is the confirmation of what your spirit already knew, that heaven has scheduled your breakthrough, that heaven has declared your release, that heaven has written your name on the decree of blessing, and now it is coming to pass. And Michael says you must not only open but also believe. You must not only receive but also act, because faith is the hand that grabs hold of what heaven gives, faith is the door that allows the courier inside, faith is the shield that protects the blessing once it arrives. And he urges you not to let your past pain silence your faith, not to let your past disappointments block your belief, because this time is different, this time is sealed, this time is covered by the authority of God Himself, and no enemy can snatch it from you, no darkness can stop it, no curse can reverse it, because the courier comes with Michael as its guard, and he is the great warrior of heaven, the one who has never lost a battle, the one who cast down the dragon, the one who stands with sword blazing in defense of God's children, and now he stands with you, reminding you that this delivery is yours, that this moment is yours, that this miracle is yours, and nothing can take it from you as long as you open it with faith. So open it now, open it without fear, open it without hesitation, and watch as your life shifts in an instant, as the weight lifts from your shoulders, as the chains break from your feet, as the confusion leaves your mind, because heaven is not only sending you a courier, heaven is sending you freedom, heaven is sending you power, heaven is sending you peace, and once it touches you, you will never be the same again. So Archangel Michael now declares with fire that the hour has come, the courier is at your door, and the heavens have shouted your name, so open it immediately, receive without fear, and step boldly into the miracle that belongs to you, for this is your divine moment and nothing can take it away. And as you carry this message in your spirit, Archangel Michael himself commands that you seal this covenant by sharing this light, so do not forget to like this message, do not forget to subscribe, because every time you do, you open another door for heaven's blessing to rush into your life.